had the cohesion that they needed, and they lacked presence at all stages of the game. You could call faults for a number of decisions that they made, and I think that they're going to have to go back to the drawing board before next year's start.
And that support Amumu is definitely something that I'm going to try and solo queue a bit later, though, because after that, the Battle of the Atlantic, the Team Coast squared off against the Walking Zed, and what looked to be an initial sweep by Coast turned into a hard-fought 3-2 win for them.
So the Walking Zed managed to pick up 2 wins against who was probably considered to be the favorite in that matchup. Bishu and Yazuki in particular played very, very well. Over on the other side for Coast, I feel like their bottom lane really hard carried. They stepped up. WizFusion and Daydreaming, they went 10, 0, and 21 in the final game, but they played solidly throughout the entire series, and I have to give props to Daydreaming's Thresh. It was fantastic, and in my mind, he was the man of the match.
Yeah, it was an amazing game by him. And now for more on today's action, let's send it across the studio to Pastry Time and Kobe.
Thanks, Shocks. And I'm Julian Pastry Time Carr alongside Sam, Kobe, Hartman, Kensler.
And we are back after yesterday's intense matches, which culminated in Coast successfully defending their LCS spot.
Yep, coming up today, though, it's the epic conclusion to the Battle of the Atlantic as the top teams from the summer split take to the Rift. North America's Cloud9 versus Europe's Fnatic.
And after that, Curse and Cognitive face off for the final berth in the LCS spring split.
But before we get to the promo tournament, it's time for the Battle of the Atlantic. After Gambit swept XTG in yesterday's match, Europe now holds a 2-point advantage over North America.
But even though Europe has 4 points and North America only has 2, since today's match is worth 3 points, that means the winner today will determine the victor of the inaugural Battle of the Atlantic.
And remember, after the final shot has been fired in the Battle of the Atlantic, Curse and Cognitive Gaming take to the Rift for the final spot in the spring split. We'd like to know who you think is going to win, so head on over to lolesports.com and vote.
And once you're there, click on the schedule at the top right of the page and give us a thumbs up to either Curse or Cognitive Gaming and submit your vote.
Then head on over to Twitter and let us know